It's great to be back in Barrio Logan this morning to open our newest shelter for homeless families in San Diego at this former Travelodge hotel. We spent the last number of months converting this facility into a new shelter for families, and we're putting the finishing touches on it as we speak. This will open next week, and we'll welcome the first families early next week. Many of these families will be coming from the existing family shelter at Golden Hall. Many of you know that we need to start winding down operations there, and many of those families will be leaving Golden Hall to come here. This is going to be a major improvement in their quality of life. At Golden Hall, they're in a congregate setting. You can imagine many families, parents and children all clustered together in a large room. This particular site provides individual private rooms for each family. This has 42 rooms here on site. We have a maximum capacity of 168 people. That's a lot of capacity at a time when we need it very much. So not only is this adding capacity, but it's also helping us to improve the experience, get more folks to say yes to shelter offerings, and then help graduate them into permanent housing that will end their homelessness for good. As mentioned, this is being operated by the Alpha Project through a contract with the San Diego Housing Commission.
Over the past few years, we've seen dramatic increases in the cost of housing and rental rates in this city, the average being somewhere north of 30%. But we have naturally occurring affordable housing that existed a few years ago that has had rental increases up to 200%. If you are a family who is residing in that type of housing and has not seen your wages keep up with the increase in housing, which most families have not, thousands upon thousands of families are one crisis, one medical event, one setback, one job loss away from facing homelessness. The other reality is that we have more options available for single adult males and those who are experiencing homelessness who have less complex challenges. Family units, seniors with special medical needs, these are areas where we need to work on diversifying our shelter offerings, and the location we're at here today is part of that whole strategy. 2/3 of people who sought shelter last month were not able to be accommodated with shelter because we didn't have sufficient offerings. And so this and the other shelter strategies that the mayor mentioned are all steps towards reducing that number so that anyone who's experiencing homelessness who is seeking shelter can be accommodated and can be accommodated appropriately. What I very much appreciate about the site behind us is that it adds those soft benefits that are so important to families when they are in a crisis, when they are trying to stabilize, having the privacy to be able to be with their family and in a site that is more resembling to a home or an apartment that they are trying to move into is a huge benefit to them that I'm really glad that we're able to provide.